out exactly if that happens. Allegiance, one win away from the three-peat. Is it going to be the victory, or will Dark Power send us to a game number 3? In Virum, Suijay, you have the call.
Let's see here if my hype, my trust in Dark Power will be rewarded, or if Allegiance will show that in the end, maturity and keeping a cool head goes a long way here in these games. We'll see if they're the ones who are going to come out on top, or if somehow, some way, Dark Power can find a way to rally that Dark Power and take it to game number 3. Suijay, looking at this composition, walk us through why exactly this is going to struggle.
Yeah, because in the late game, when Kilroth gets his items, he has Gorelord, which makes him immune to CC. And this is a composition that wants to dive on top of everyone. So Zephy's, Ryoma, they're all melee, along with Omen, melee, Tulin, kind of a close mage as well. He has some poke, but they're going to be on top of the Kilroth, and Kilroth is going to do work. And you can see here, Omen is got the bird on that side, and MTS got the bird on the top lane. And look at this here.
Yeah, already we see Wonder Woman chasing this down, gonna look for the kill here as well. Omen getting so low. Omen is almost out. Neo is trying to peel for the team. KO almost finding it here. A little bit of actually counter synergy there. Sleepy knocking him out of that. That was actually a huge misstep, but now KO is the one in forward retreat. The heal's gonna come in as well. But that poison gas bomb actually knocked him out of the lasso. An uncharacteristic, complete counter synergistic misplay for the side of Allegiance. And I can't believe he just lived.
That poison gas bomb pushed him away, and it saved Omen's life. He should have poisoned gas bomb on top of him and slowed him instead of knocking him away. So that was a calculated misplay by Sleepy there. And now it looks like Dark Power was able to turn it around when it was looking pretty bad for them.
That was a gift. They need to take it with both hands, and they need to run with it, because at this stage, they need all the small advantages they can get if they have a hope of taking this over Allegiance. But of course, Allegiance now maybe feeling a little bit flustered off of that, and maybe that might actually be the little advantage that Dark Power needs here. Up in the top lane, though, MTS has decided he just wants to kill Maple, and now's the time.
Yeah, MTS is winning his side lane really hard, so he's doing such a good job of defeating the Omen 1v1 with Lubu. And look at this play by Dave, getting a kill on Sleepy in the mid lane.
That was absolutely huge, pushing into the jungle, forcing it, taking it to Allegiance here, as now Rocker is trying to stand, but Neo and Dave, Neo being the one his team needs right now and going off here for the side of Dark Power.
Yeah, Neo and Dave are just playing together so well. I mean, they just beat Sleepy and Rest, who are probably the best combo in the mid lane. Those are just amazing plays there by the side of Dave and Neo. And as a result, they get the Abyssal Dragon, which gives them a nice 1k plus gold lead.
Converting kills into objectives, the mark of a good team in Arena of Valor. Getting kills is great, but what are you able to do with it? How do you convert this? How do you make this have an impact on the battlefield? And this is what we're seeing here with Dark Power, able to get that dragon, getting that additional experience, getting that additional gold, further propelling them into this mid game going up against Allegiance. And their mid game is actually with the Omen, with the Ryoma. It's quite strong.
Yeah, I mean, look at Dave. He's getting fed. He's level 6 already, ahead of Sleepy. Sleepy's level 4. I mean, look at the gold on him, and he used that Thunderbird perfectly. He Thunderbirded and killed him, and then Alice got hit by it. It does 30% damage of your missing health, so that's why he's able to kill Alice after killing Sleepy so fast. And it recharges his passive Thunderclaps, which is those 5 bolts that swing around him and hits and prioritizes enemy heroes next to him.
Yes, indeed. And Ryoma barely missing the Wailing Blade there in the mid. That might have been a kill there. The team has been in position trying to set up for that. And speaking of setting up, the Dragon is going to spawn again shortly. And already Dark Power looking towards the side of the map. And Omen is going to join this fray here. It might be a 5v5 scrap here over the Dragon. Both these teams coming out. Game number 2, they're going to look to brawl.
Yeah, that Dragon's going to be respawning in about 40 seconds here. But look at Dark Power exerting dominance on the map. But they jumped onto Maple. And look at the collapse from Dark Power. What a nice play. And look at the damage and the CC onto MTS. He gets knocked down.
The bait coming in, stepping up way too far in the mid lane was that Omen. And now when the second Allegiance tries to capitalize on that, somehow Dark Power is able to exploit that overextension. Allegiance with a surprising lack of map awareness, tunnel visioning in onto that hero there. And now an aggressive invade coming in is actually who's stealing that. A nice Spectral Ire as well under Rocker, half healthing him now. And this is going to be huge. All of this additional damage or initial initial damage, I should say, setting up, buttering up the side of Allegiance.
Yeah,
is going to play a huge factor in this Dragon.
That was a huge combo there. Lumber landing the Earth Splitter onto MTS there, and he got caught out. And how they kite the fight, they're doing such a good job in not feeding the deaths. And look at the Dragon here. AOG is going to rush it. Is Dark Power going to respond?
The top lane, though, they're already getting a kill. They're diving under a tower. They're getting value elsewhere here as well. And they're going to be able to pick up MTS. They're trading up for the Dragon, though. That might not necessarily be worth it here. Neo, nice dodge there onto that. Beautifully executed. Allegiance does get the Dragon, but a tower and a kill probably going the way here for Dark Power.
Yeah, the mechanics are just playing off against this. And look at that. Look at how the rotation are happening. They are now trading. Allegiance like, okay, you can take Dark Tower. We got Dragon, but now we're also going to take your bomb tower. And Dark Power is not going to be able to rotate in time, or are they?
They might. They're going to look to go in here. I don't think it's going to be in time to save this tower, but it might be in time to fight. Instantly backing up his Allegiance. Get the objective. Back up, retreat, reset. This is the mark, again, of a mature team as they are going in here. But now the Dark Slayer has spawned. This will be another point of contention, another objective here on the battlefield. It is Allegiance now on the back step as Dark Power is looking to push in, looking to set up some play here. They want to get some kills. They are 5-0 right now. They are looking so solid. They're going in. They found rest. That is the Earth Splitter. They're going in, identifying the Alice as the priority target. But now Neo has stepped way too far forward. The poison gas bomb, the damage onto Neo. The team was not in position. Zephys wasn't there. That was not the fight they wanted to take.
Yeah, that was a 3v4, but they had a nice engage onto Sleepy, but Neo went too far and it fell. But now Huhu is going to take that tower potentially here, and now they're just going to back off. But no, the tower does not fall. The siege minion does not focus the tower, but instead is trying to help you. And look at Sleepy here. He's getting low, but Dark Omen is only going to be able to clean this up. He's not able to, and Sleepy uses poison gas to jump away. And look at Allegiance collapsing on to Dark Power.
The steps there, I mean, Huhu dodging basically every skill shot that KO had to throw at him there. That was dancing with the devil at any moment there. That was almost death for members of Allegiance and Dark Power in equal measure there. Some really great individual plays coming out. These guys are all going off right now. They are playing in the finals, and they are showing it here. Every single one wants to be the playmaker their team needs and deserves.
Yeah, and look at Dave, 4-0-1 in his student, but he's got to rotate with his team. They have to play better as a unit. They were ahead, and now Allegiance is just catching back up, and they can't do that. They had the aggressive plays. They were the ones invading jungle. They were the ones exerting more territorial control over the map, but because of their lack of rotation as 4-man and allowing an uneven trade where Allegiance able is to collapse on them 4v3, that's not helping them, and they need to keep this up. They need to fight together, and they have a chance to secure the game against Allegiance here.
Dark Power have the ability to team fight as a very cohesive unit. They can put together some amazing combos. They have this natural synergy. They're going off right now. They're feeling it, but they just need, as you said, to be together as a team. And that's what we saw when they went into the jungle. I was like, great, they're going to get this pick. They're going to go in. But all of a sudden, Zephys is back in the bottom lane, and I'm slightly confused as to why they're still choosing to initiate.
Yeah, Maple did such a good job there, just blinking away there, using his escape to be safe. And now they're going to get another tower here. Look at this 4-man rotation. And then Allegiance will trade the top tower, however.
Dark Slayer, forget the tower. They're saying they're going to go and try and pick this up here as well. They're identifying the fact that Dark Power is not in position. Sleepy's going to force the back here, but Maple is going to look to try and pull off another 6 steal as KO is going to drop as well. Maple is in the thick of this. He's in the fray. Can he do it? No! Beautifully done, beautifully timed, but it is a high ground tower now. They're just going to look to end the game? Are they just going to go in right now? Okay, the entire side of Allegiance needs to try and back up as Dark Power is pushing it onto the core. They're going to try and make this happen. They're going in. They're diving onto the Preda as well. They're attacking the core. Look at the damage coming in. They're trying to do this to Jake. Do they have the damage? The minions are dying. The Preda damage is there. No! They cannot do this. They are forced now to retreat. A risky, gutsy play from Dark Power doesn't pay off, but they have helped the core.
Yeah, you know what? You saw what Sleepy did. Sleepy used the poison gas ball and pushed the siege minion away. If he did not do that, they probably would have lost the game. You saw how much damage they did to core with the minion barely being there. And if Sleepy did not push that minion away, that would have been GG. So what a crazy play by Sleepy, but also risky, but a high reward play by Dark Power that did not play out in their favor.
They gave up a couple kills, but they didn't even lose a tower for it. I'm not even sure it was that risky. They took that high ground tower through all of that. Dark Power showing that when push comes to shove, they can shove. Taking any advantage they are given, take what is offered. Dark Power, that they are given an opportunity, they will run with it.
Yeah, I mean, look at the play. Look, they're locking down Rocker, but can they kill him? Maple is going to get caught and get destroyed here, and he falls, and AOG with this rotation takes top tower and a kill.
The power of the consummate 5-man rotation. However, through all of this, Zephys, Ryoma, putting pressure here throughout the map, focusing on this weakened lane. Allegiance is going to have to worry about this all game long, but Dave's going to have to worry about existing at all in this moment. It just, okay, no, he's dead.
Yeah, that was such a beautiful. He turned on, Sleepy turned on Disciple the Plague, and he landed the Poison Gas Bomb. When he's in that ultimate form, the Poison Gas Bomb sends spikes, and it stunned him. It stunned Dave, and because of that play from Sleepy, they were able to lock him down and kill him, and they're just catching out the members of Dark Power here, and they cannot do this. They got to be very careful, and that was a bad ultimate by Neo. However, Omen is caught in the back line, and he's going to fall.
He's going to fall. That was actually a huge misstep. That was a complete whiff onto that Earth Splitter there. We saw them trying to get pressure in the top lane. Ryoma went up, and Zephys went up, not quite able to get themselves out of there. I feel like Dark Power maybe feeling the pressure's getting them at this stage because Allegiance is pushing in. They've got the minions here. They're going to try to do the damage. They have the initial kills. They have the setup here. They are wanting to push in. They actually want to end this game themselves. Maple is getting chunked. He is going to fall. The damage is not there. Who's going to drop? Rocker is going off. And this is Allegiance looking strong here. The minions have fallen. However, they cannot take this high ground tower. So Dark Power will hold for now. They have that high ground.
Yeah, that was so decisive from AOG there. They were able to get 2 kills and then give 1 death over because Rocker had to sacrifice them. They didn't get a tower though, and they got so low, and now Dark Power needs to retake map control, take the dragon here because they know they're low. Yes, rush the dragon, get back into the game here, and try to win the next fight because that will decide who will be the victor.
8 kills to 10, 3K gold difference here. This is such a close back and forth match right now. The towers, despite overall sort of being in favor here of Allegiance, losing that high ground tower was actually massive here. This is pressure that is going to be going on all game long that somebody from Allegiance is going to have to babysit.
Yeah, this is going to come down to Neo. Neo needs to land this Ursa. Look at the gold advantage going over to Allegiance there. Significant gold lead now. 2,000 almost gold lead currently. But now the key is Neo needs to land a nice Lumber ultimate. His Earth Splitter is going to be a game changer if he can land on the entire enemy team. But AOG is constantly making these rotations and getting people caught out. So Dark Power needs to rotate as a unit more. They're kind of split across the map, and AOG's more communicating and moving as a unit.
We know that Dark Power can team fight. We know they can compete with the best. I think in a straight 5v5 team fight at this stage in the game, we might actually see Dark Power be able to take it. They just have to be as a unit. We haven't really seen that yet. They've sort of just taken these awkward split fights. Maybe they don't think they can go toe-to-toe with Allegiance, but I think in this situation, as long as they don't stack for Rocker and as long as they don't get hit in a massive bracelets of submission, they should be okay. They need to try and get a pick on the back of the fight. They need to use this Omen, identify a key target. If they can kill Alice to start this off, if they can lock down the Lubu or the Preda.
Exactly. They can actually lock down Alice and just focus her. Omen has Death's Embrace. It's an ultimate that traps the hero inside a circle for 5 full seconds. And then Ryoma has a Willing Blade stun. Zephys has a knock-up, Death from Above, AoE stun. Lumber has an AoE stun. And then Tulin has so much AoE damage, and then when someone gets low, his Thunderbird ultimate can just shoot out and does 30% of someone's missing HP. They just need to focus one person, and that should not be Rocker. Rocker wants to be focused. He's the guy that has a lot of lifesteal. His weapons has attack speed, lifesteal. He's super tanky. Alice, on the other hand, is not that tanky. She's building Frosty. They need to either get on the Alice or get onto Sleepy, the Preda, and they can win this fight. That's the key. If they focus Rocker, they will lose the fight because that is a win condition that Legion wants. Is they want you to focus the Rocker because he's the guy that has a lifesteal and the crazy attack speed that can turn around each fight.
So it's can they keep their cool? You've got this huge, massive threat with a big spear coming in and chunking your front line. Your gut reaction is to try and focus him down, but in reality, you just need to be focusing that back line, playing to your win conditions as well. Rocker is that threat, he's that disruption, but all the while, Sleepy is going to be getting off those Plague Specters. He's going to be doing some of the real damage here. He needs to be a target. Alice as well. If they can get that first initial pick, Dark Power can win these fights.
Yeah, Dark Power can, and look, they need to get it, but Wonder Woman's not the one you want to focus. He gets ultimate on the entire enemy team. The Lumber ultimate comes up, however, Rocker is on the back line, in the front line, getting a lot down. Omen is out of position, and he's going to get caught and killed.
Nice poison gas bomb from Sleepy. They're able to push him out back into the fight. Hoo and crew are there, but again, not all 5 members are together for Dark Power. How can they be expected to take these fights? They just didn't initially get that Wailing Blade onto KO. He just walked right on through it, completely feeling content. Wonder Woman is so tanky. This is not who you want to fight, and now because you chose to take an initiation without all 5 members while the Dark Slayer is up, this is it. They need to try and go in. They might need to try and snipe this, but this could be a huge error. Hoo instantly deleted, instantly annihilated. The Darkslayer is going to go the way of Allegiance. This could be the misstep from Dark Power that costs them it all. As we have Neo, he's just going to Earth Splitter for good measure, as we have Maple and MTS fighting up here in the top lane as well, but it is going to be MTS coming out on top unless Maple can pull the full retreat, saving Private Maple as he's running for dear life.
Yeah, he's got it, and that was such a misplay. Hoo went in too early. They should have stunned Rocker and then casted the Thunderbird ultimate, which does 30% HP. It actually almost killed Rocker. So if they coordinate that a little better, they could have killed Rocker instantly and turned that around and take Darkslayer. But because of that misplay by the side of Dark Power, they lost the Darkslayer, they give up a death, and now it's looking so good for Team Allegiance.
This is looking all Allegiance here as they're pushing in onto the high ground of Dark Power. They have that Darkslayer buff. They have every advantage here as they are getting the split pressure across the map right now. Look at that, the Hissy Fit to slow the Preda damage. Hoo is trying to get that initiation, but KO is there as well. Look at Omen just getting chunked, and the pressure in the mid lane is here as well. The high ground tower is getting low. Rocker is forcing them to rotate around here. Maple forced to flicker out, and that is going to be Rocker falling. Great target fire. The initiation is there, but David's now stepping in the front line. The Tulin is going to be there in the back. The damage, this Thunderbolt, but that is not going to be enough as KO is standing strong in the front line. The rest is trying to survive through this, and Spectral Ire from Hoo as well. They're splitting the team as beautifully they can. The high ground tower has fallen, but somehow, someway, Dark Power is sustaining, but KO is still alive. They needed to take him down. Hoo's in the back, but KO, the Wonder Woman, sustaining through it all, and they are pushing in here onto the high ground. This is it. Allegiance surviving in these fights. They shouldn't have done it, but they've made it. They have done it, and Dark Power is looking so close to falling here. They are not feeling so good, Mr. Stark, and that is going to be it. GG Alliance is going to take game number 2. They are going to take it in the grand finals. They are going to be your NA champion.